moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai
we can be relaying our news then to the people then there, so they know everything that's going on in the country. So now one of the things now he buffer his security of the Liberian border in Lofa County. He takes some other land out to guard it, to see if they will be training people in there.
Thank you so much, my brother, bro. Welcome again. I am very sure we've all been following this story. For me, I refer to it as just a distraction on the part of government that have lost focus of our own agenda. And so therefore, she running behind issue that is of no substance. But again, people have different version of this. The government is saying, because this is just Joseph Nyuma Boakai and that of the Chief Justice in this with Yeke Koluba. So now Joseph Nyuma Boakai wants to use the regime speaker and people that are in there to ensure that Yeke is removed. According to them, his statement was insightful, promote, etc., etc. But let's hear from you on this issue. What is your take as you observe what is ongoing?
Thank you, Prince. And I want to say thanks to all of the panelists and our own brother, Senior Man, that his section to this issue is very, very, these are some of the truth. But let me establish a pattern that many people still forgetting. And everything will relate to what he just said. In 2024, there was a Guinean who is very, very connected to the opposition, even the past Guinean president. He's a businessman. He had connection with both the Guinean major opposition leader, which is that Fuller man, and he was very connected also to the Guinean president. He's a multi-millionaire. He fled Guinea. He came to Liberia. His objective of coming to Liberia was to organize a group of Guineans within Liberia who fled from Guinea. And it was alleged to organize instability in Guinea. Because they look at the history of Liberia. Liberia have a history of always doing Charles Taylor time and other government, mainly Charles Taylor time, have missionaries that fought in Sierra Leone, missionaries that fought in Cote d'Ivoire. So that guy came, when that guy came, he gave millions of dollars to fuel hierarchy of the Unity Party government. So they kept him in Liberia for a few months. After they kept him in Liberia for a few months, the Guinean junta leader, who is currently in power, got the information. So the junta leader did what we call, it also part of the 48 law of power. He gave a gift before coming to the point. So the junta leader he called the president, Boakai, who just got elected, overzealous for good news with his neighbor, not calculating that every gift comes with certain other things, especially from a poor country that had a Guinean president donated some pickup trucks to the government of the Republic of Liberia under Boakai. When he donated that pickup truck, all of you can bear witness that the government of Liberia, Boakai, in 2024, where the government was celebrating, all of the officials were celebrating that they got good relationship with the military junta leader in Guinea. That Boakai understand foreign diplomacy, blah, 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 blah. We went in deeper to investigate. So we said, but one other guy who is a major opposition, who is a very threat to Guinea in Liberia. So after that guy sent that gift, about 1 month passed, the guy called President Boakai through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that, look, there is a guy, like what the women just said, that the Guinean got people, many people who are supporting, who are loyalists to the current Guinean president. They had enough in Liberia. That how he called through the Foreign Affairs and said, look, there is also and so guy, he's in Liberia there. He's a threat to Guinea, and we understood that he's training people to come to fight us in Guinea. You know, Guinea is from time to time, Guinea has been an unstable country, not in civil war, but in coup d'etat. All of you that have been following Guinea history, Guinea always involved in coup d'etat. It have never gone 10 years where Guinea have not been involved in coup d'etat. 10 straight years. Even the guy who in power right now, I give you 4, 5 years, 2, 3 years from now, you will hear say one day they overthrow him. What are they doing? So Guinea like that. So after the guy sent the war, he said, look, we need that guy. The Boakai then got shocked of their gift and they received. Boom. Kabina Jana came in. Kabina Jana was the guy lawyer because they got him. They said, my man, because the guy already brought certain people in the government, in Boakai government, to be in the country, to carry on our operation.
Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. Barack Obama said, change, yes we can. And I, George, we have said, power to the people. Yes, we must. Fellow citizens,
get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention, now set from July 29 to August the 2nd, in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme, Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders, diaspora stakeholders, and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for strategic policy dialogue, CDC USA leadership elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony, featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Cole, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tier Wanto, Mrs. Willamida Sadie Tarp, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kabab, Councillor Garmonde Clinton, Civicus Basigia, and many more. And don't miss the special honoring of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia, for his outstanding democratic leadership and commitment to peace. As Liberian artists, including D12, Takun J, Leto Abraham Moibab, aka Heaven Sent, and KZW, will spice the honoring nights with beautiful performances, followed by a soccer match between CDC USA and Boxer, with FIFA World Best George Manawia leading the CDC USA in a spectacular soccer match on Sunday. It's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from July 29 to August the 2nd. Come, let's celebrate democracy and celebrate a true icon of Liberia democracy, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the vision. Be a part of the future. For more information, contact your local CDC USA chapter or follow official CDC USA platform at www.cdc.usa.org or contact the convention committee at 301-383-3333. 6874. CDC USA Convention 2026. Here we come. Renewing for results.
I have a dream. Barack Obama said, change, yes, we can. And I, George, we have said, power to the people. Yes, we must. Fellow citizens,
Get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention. Now set from July 29 to August the 2nd in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme, Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders, diaspora stakeholders, and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for strategic policy dialogue, CDC USA leadership elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Cole, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tia Wanto, Mrs. Welamida Sadie Tar, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kabab, Councillor Garmonde Clinton, Civicus Basigia, and many more. And don't miss the special honoring of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia, for his outstanding democratic leadership and commitment to peace. As Liberian artists, including D12, Takun J, Little Abraham Moibab, aka Heaven Sent, and KZW, will spice the honoring nights with beautiful performances, followed by a soccer match between CDC USA and Boxer, with FIFA World Best George Manawia leading the CDC USA in a spectacular soccer match on Sunday. It's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from July 29 to August the 2nd. Come, let's celebrate democracy and celebrate a true icon of Liberia democracy, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the vision. Be a part of the future. For more information, contact your local CDC USA chapter or follow official CDC USA platform at www.cdc.usa.org or contact the convention committee at 301-383-6874. CDC USA Convention 2026. Here we come. Renewing for results.
the time has come for positive change.
All right, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. And we want to use this occasion to welcome each and every one of you under the Palava Hall. We want to say thank you for your support. Thank you for what you continue to do for us, the sharing, the comments, the disagreements, the support, and everything is what get us going. I want to say thanks to all of you. We've come this far not because we harbor hate in our hearts for people, but it is because we speak truth to what is unfolding. So again, as usual, we want to say do us a favor, hit the share button, hit the like button. You can give us a thumbs up, or you can send us. I'm sorry. Sorry. So we want to say give us a thumbs up, where we can be able to all, make the video to go wide and far. So again, you can give us a thumbs up, send us the heart sign, and let's get ready to bring you what we are supposed to bring you. I want to use this time to welcome Boima M. Willie. Thank you so much, Boima Willis. We appreciate you. Thank you for your presence. Vani P. Shellman, thank you so much. Hope community watching us there. You are highly welcome. I want to welcome uh, Corey. Thank you so much, Corey. We appreciate you. I mean, all of you who are joining us from the different platforms. Those of you who are joining us from the Metro Media, want to say thank you for your presence. Those of you joining us from the True Length Liberian News, we also want to say thank you. And let's do this together. You know, make use of the comment section, invite friends, invite family members, and let's have a wonderful, a very wonderful time. A very wonderful time. Please. So we want to begin with the first sad news. Like we always say to people, our duty and responsibility is not to tell you how you are supposed to feel. Our responsibility is not to sugarcoat the news, but is to give you the factual, the actual, and the undiluted news. It's up to you the way you take it. It's up to you the way you accept it and how you act with it. I think it was last year, some part of last year, we experienced something very horrific in Liberia, where we saw a lady who went to the how you call this hospital, the Redemption Hospital. And this lady who went to the Redemption Hospital with a hope that they were going to treat her and allow her to give birth, she was refused entry to the hospital on grounds that the government put out a listing or an information saying every mother or every woman that is going to the hospital to give birth will have to pay $160. They had a long list of fees that people are supposed to pay. You pay the one, you pay the one, you pay the one. If you don't pay, you will not enter the hospital. We saw at Redemption where this lady was refused entry and she had to give birth right on the road. It was other women that gathered, put their wrapper around her, and some spread their lappers on the ground so that she can give birth right in front of the hospital. A government-owned hospital. Somebody will say a public hospital. A hospital that's supposed to cater for the people, for the less fortunate. They refused that woman entering in the Redemption Hospital, and she gave birth right outside of the hospital. We saw that was circulating all around the place. Let me answer this call quick, please. So at the end of the day, we all witnessed that horrific scene, very graphic scene, where people were passing by while this woman gave birth right on the road in front of Redemption Hospital. Again, something very horrific has happened, and it is our responsibility to tell you. I will play this video. First, I want to play the voice of Mr. Joseph Numa Boakai, what he told the Liberian people concerning the healthcare sector, what he promised the Liberian people concerning good medical attention, what he promised Liberians when they vote for him that he was going to do for them when he became president. I don't want you to believe what I'm saying, but I want to play the voice of Joseph Numa Boakai. Joseph Numa Boakai promised the Liberian people that every Liberian will be entitled to health insurance. That's what he said. That's not me saying it.
Joseph Nyuma Boakai said every Liberian will be entitled to health insurance so that they can have the opportunity to not be refused at various medical centers. He did not stop there. He also told us in this particular video that I'm about to play that he will ensure that every community will have well-equipped medical facility. I repeat, he said every community in the Republic of Liberia, every community will have sophisticated, well-equipped medical facility. Let's play the video for your hearing.
Whatever we do, what we do is for you. And you can't just be sitting there and say anything that people do is all right. It's not all right. It's going to change. It's going to be for your children's future. It's going to be for good schools, good medical services. Every community will make sure they will have good medical services for our people. It's going to be for good schools.
I want you to listen to this.
Good medical services. Every community will make sure they will have good medical services for our people. And
every community will have good medical services for our people. Let's go ahead.
You will begin to see it. You will begin to see it. And people who work in those places, they must make sure that they will work in the interest of people, and they will.
You hear it? Those who work in those hospitals, they must work in the interest of the people. Listen, let's go ahead.
Be paid. We have said that we will come up with medical insurance where everybody go to the hospital, they will be treated.
We will come up with medical insurance where everybody that will go to the hospital will be treated. Let me carry this back small and you listening to it.
Go to the hospital, they will be treated. We have said that we will come up with medical insurance where everybody go to the hospital, they will be treated. We have said that we will come up with medical insurance where everybody go to the hospital, they will be treated.
I want to stop this here and recognize my brother, Philip Nangbe Tuba. Thank you so very kindly for your presence and for always being here. I did, the platform did a press release, and somebody went on there. Oh, I am pre-attended the same school. The time we were in school, we were not a Liberian. I laugh. But these are some of the things that, people who are in the opposition bloc, when they feel uncomfortable with what we do, they say garbage. But anyway, it's part of what we do. So we have the thick skin for it. We don't, really take that too serious. But I want to say thank you so much, my brother Philip Nangwe, for engaging that brother, making him to understand that his assertion was completely erroneous and out of the truth, and he should focus on the substance. Thank you so very kindly. At this time, fellow Liberians, we are grateful to welcome our brother, Jake. My brother Jake, how are you, sir? Okay, so I think he's experiencing some, glitches from his end. So I just play you the voice of Joseph Nyuma Boakai, right? I just play you the voice of Joseph Nyuma. Yeah, my brother Jake, welcome again, welcome.
Yeah, I say thank you and salute. Respect to the followers once again. You have to share this video. You can hear me, eh?
Yeah, I'm getting you clear. So, fellow Liberians, we just played the voice of Joseph Nyuma Boakai, who promised Liberian that one, there will be medical facility in every community. He also said that they will ensure that doctors will cater to the people. They will always engage the health facility to the extent where every Liberian will have medical insurance, that when you go to the hospital, you will have free, or people will cater to you. That's what he said. Something happened again at the same redemption. Let me just answer this call quickly. Hello? I'm sorry, please, my people. I'm sorry. So I want to play you a video, a second video again of something very horrible happening right in front of redemption. Let's go to this video. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me go to this video. So let's play this video for our people to hear what is happening in Liberia under the so-called rescue mission.
So we are currently here at Redemption. This first body you are seeing with a green laptop is the woman who brought a girl in the orange black bed. And when they arrived, Redemption people requested for money. And they said no bed and no money, she will not be treated. The woman instantly fell. As we speak now, the two people are lying lifeless right before the main gates of Redemption.
You see what is happening? Let me play this again. But let me just explain this to you before I play it for the second time. This lady carried her child, her daughter, to the Redemption Hospital with the hope that the hospital was going to cater to her daughter and make her daughter. And at the end of the day, they will hustle around and see how best they can be able to come and ensure that that daughter is catered to financially. The lady said wasn't really well. So according to the information, it's like a 25, 30 minutes video. I call people there. They said when the woman took her daughter, she also told the people that my people, I'ma say, I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling well. I'm begging you. But my daughter is serious. If even you can admit my daughter, let me go and contact one or two family members will come back. Let my daughter be admitted. The nurses at the hospital refused that they will not even allow her in the hospital. They said she got to pay the money. See, but the government say you must pay. And I really want, if we're up to all, we're going to allow you to come. But government say you must pay, so you got to pay. The government gave us that particular, you got to pay. And the woman was also complaining that her health she's not in good condition. She's not feeling well. So imagine she brought somebody, but she also told them that she's not feeling well. He said, "We can open the gate for you, man. You're like it to her more me outside there until dark you don't come, but we will not allow you to come in." That lady spent almost 2 hours crying in front of that gate that they must admit she and her daughter. Even if they can't admit her, let them admit her daughter so that she can go functioning and come back because she wasn't feeling well. They refused. And right in the lady arms, her daughter passed away. In that space of time, she herself, she dropped dead right in front of the hospital. They could not even take her body. They left the body right outside. They refused her daughter entry to the hospital. They refused her entry to the hospital. The both of them died right in front of the hospital, Redemption Hospital. Let me play this video again.
So we are currently here at Redemption. This first body you are seeing with a green laptop is the woman who brought a girl in the orange black bed. And when they arrived, Redemption people requested for money. And they said no bed and no money, she will not be treated. The woman instantly fell. As we speak now, the two people are lying lifeless right before the main gates of Redemption.
My brother Jake, this is sorrowful. This is heartbreaking. This is completely, I don't know. But my brother, let's hear from you on this issue.
Yeah, thank you, Prince. As you played the video and the story you explained to the followers here, it's sad, seriously sad. Didn't see this coming. And as you said, this is not the first time. But pray, let me say this. If there's some country So serious okra. Serious okra. Serious protest, Liberians, followers. They actually sugarcoat nothing. We are all Liberians. This is not the first time this is happening. The Phoebe Hospital. Prince just played a video concerning the president during the campaign time. Me, I call it political vla. That rhetoric, that lies about insurance, you will put healthcare system first. I tell you into that government, nothing have changed concerning healthcare. I always tell Liberians, health is life. Put aside your differences. Put aside your political differences. Who party you belong to? Health is life. Appreciate over and over every viable nation. If you don't have a healthcare system, your people will crumble and die. A reality. That when you see a lot of countries in Africa and other places around the world, they put a healthcare system first. Health is life. It's so sad. Believe me, if this was happening on George Weah, if this happening on George Weah, you will see the internet. Everybody will be talking about protests, higher protests. This are all crap. That community. So redemption now, if you don't have money, it's a death trap. A redemption hospital is a death trap. So anybody, if you don't have money, don't even go to the redemption hospital. You will sit down there, you die for nothing. So it's sad, Prince, as you explain the story, the things circulating around social media. You play a video concerning the president talking about insurance, talking about he having a pacemaker. The president sort of put healthcare system first. Health sort of being one of his biggest agenda. Because he's 82 years old man having a pacemaker. Even his wife having health problem. Katuma having serious health problem. She'll go to other countries for health care. This is one of the biggest challenge in Liberian history. That's why you saw Georgia were building all these hospitals around Liberia. So, Prince, I will say this to the Liberian people. That video you played from the president is a political vlog. They cannot do anything concerning healthcare. Where they taking the money from? Healthcare system, you need to infuse millions of dollars in our health sector. That's the number one thing. Health is life. I get a lot of examples. The country crumbling because of health, because of healthcare. We get the poorest healthcare system in the West African region. That's the reality. In the legislature, if you look at the legislature, they get $1.2 billion budget. They pass that audio budget. All our hospital, every corner of the country, no medicine. I always say this, election get consequent. That's it. That's what happening to the country today. Election get consequent. That's why the Unity Party came to power too last, Prince. Common health care. They cannot tackle health care. Going to 3 good years. We have similar story that they concern the Phoebe Hospital. A lot of hospitals in the country. They abandoned the Bapulu Hospital. Other hospitals around the country in Grand Guinean and other places. Which, you know why we see in this particular video? Because in Monrovia, how about the rural area there? How about the various counties in the country? They got similar things that have been happening. They're rejecting the people. Then he's talking about he can provide health care insurance for everybody. That was a lie. That was a lie. I told you, Prince, we are at the crossroad. It's sad. The video you play is sad. But and this will honor George Weah. You will see massive protests. We'll be calling for protests for all angles. Where the women in our dressing? Where all these people? How much so much for that hospital? How much the money so much the Liberian dollar they were requesting for? That peanuts. Treat somebody. Some people in that community, If they have heavy people, you take that 2 body, you carry to the legislature. You carry to the legislature or you carry to Boakai house. You protect with that body to Boakai house. Or you go dump that, or you go carry that body to the American embassy. The same thing they used to do on Joshua. Princess couple that died from tuberculosis, according to the autopsy. But tuberculosis, they paraded princess in that country. The government of Georgia kept Princess Cooper. They still remember everybody protest in that country. Now knowing she had tuberculosis, and the reality that the fact, every time they were protesting for everything in that country. They on a free ride, nobody disturbing the Unity Party, no protest in the country. The only person that can at least talk about protest in the country, that Molu, Sting. That's the only man that can protest in the country. But the United Party is on free ride. It's not like a George Weah, who had the highest protest in Liberian history on that watch, on the George Weah watch. When they were in opposition, they were spraying a lot of lies and propaganda. Every time people protesting, anybody sick, they protesting. Anybody do this, they protesting. But see, they have. I'll be honest. The Unity Party get free ride. If still not protest and Morona come up with protest, the whole country is silent. Nobody can protest. Because I told you why the reason why nobody can protest in the country, please. They send a message to the Liberian people in Grand Cape Mountain. When they took office, Greco Como unleashed the people in Grand Cape Mountain County. That was a signal. They put fear in everybody. So since that time, Prince, you can count the protests on your fingers. But on George Weah had the highest protest in Liberian history. Facts everywhere. Electricity on the side, current, this won't go on the side, this won't go on the way. Just protesting every corner of the country. You know, the party having a free ride. And election get consequent. I'm sorry for that woman. I'm sorry it happened, but nothing can change concerning our healthcare system. The people came to power through live. You play the video here concerning the president talking about ensuring you will make healthcare important. It's not important to them. The only money important to them.
My brother Jake, I'm just trying to visualize this entire stuff that happened. And I'm seeing how ungrateful this man is to the very Liberian people. This is somebody who go with the nomenclature or whatever palang it is, love Liberia, take Liberia, and build Liberia. That was his slogan, somebody would say. That was what he ran with. Now you can hear him, you can hardly hear him talking about it now.
Never.
Hardly hear him talking about it.
You
when
forget
Joseph Numa Boakai began his presidency or doing his opposition, before he utter a word, he will tell the Liberian people that we must love Liberia, we must think Liberia, and we must build Liberia. That was the slogan of Joseph Numa Boakai. Hey, my people, is this how you are loving Liberia? Is this how you are thinking Liberia? Is this how we are building Liberia? Under a rescue government? A government that said that they've come to rescue? A government that said that we've come so that we can do things the right way? One of the reasons why Mr. Boakai was elected was because one, people look at his age and say, they men are already old men. They may ain't get time for bluffing, Benny. They may ain't get time for traveling. They may have already experienced life. And he is in his grace period. So this man will do what is right to put our country on par. That's why some people, that was the thinking of some people. Even though we told them that Boakai is a dangerous species, that when you make mistake and give him an opportunity, you will regret it for the rest of your life. Oh, I move for here, man. The men are old man. What did the men get to lose? What did the men get? The men got time. The men will make sure you will prosecute people. The men will put a control on the strong power. The men are already old men. The men got time. The men got time to even travel. The men got time to even buy a shoe. The man is content with life.
Yes.
Imagine a man working government, all the experience they may get, a man will take the experience to bring it in the Liberian system and we change everything around. And we told the Liberian people that, hey, we know the history of this man. We know how this man treated Kekula Kpoto.
Yes.
Before Kekula Kpoto could die, Joseph Numa Boakai was like a son to Kekula Kpoto. Kekula Kpoto took Joseph Numa Boakai from Sierra Leone, brought him to Liberia, family member of Joseph Numa Boakai. At the end of the day, Joseph Numa Boakai showed Kekula Kpoto wickedness, dirty way. Joseph Numa Boakai was one of those who undermined Kekula Kpoto. Kekula Kpoto died, may his soul rest in peace, grieving on the name of people like Joseph Numa Boakai. That is a story for another day that we can talk. When we follow all of these stories, people who know Joseph Numa Boakai know the story. When we listen to them and we heard from them, one on one, not yet third person say, second person say, we told the Liberian people that this man is dangerous. This man only looked for the opportunity. When the opportunity is given him, he used that to crumple on the very people who aid and assist him in the process. It's Leo, man, an old man, ain't got time. They papa will make sure the country, in fact, the man get experience. You would think that Joseph Numa Boakai will use his experience to transform things. You think that Joseph Numa Boakai will have that sympathy, that empathy for human beings. You think this man will show great regard to the people? Who will ever believe that under Joseph Numa Boakai, that a woman will be refused to enter the hospital because she got 1 year sitting there and she will give birth on the sidewalk? Joseph Numa Boakai, who told us that the condition of his mother make him to even work harder. According to what Joseph Numa Boakai said, he said his mother was more like disabled in our library. She was crippled. And according to Joseph Numa Boakai, he said he saw how his mother struggled. No, that's a story. That's why he told us. Joseph Numa Boakai said he saw how his mother struggled with him. So, in search of a better life, to be able to help his mother, he came to Monrovia. So you would think that such a man, when he see women, you will get that empathy. He will think about his man and say, hey, yeah, that woman can be a representation of my mother. That woman could be my mother. Let me ensure that these people are catered to. Honor Joseph Numa Boakai. Who will believe that such a thing will be happening? People will give breath.
President cutting off. It's Onga message in in America. What he said to the entire world concerning women.
He said 8 billion are going to be put aside, I think, for women's development, to cater to the women. That's
yes, he told the whole international body in New York that he will put women first in his arrest agenda. He manned the podium. That the videos are there. We don't play, and I tell people, yeah, we don't preach propaganda yet. We look at what the video then they play, then we relay to the Liberian people. He made that statement. He called an Auckland number said because we're not in control. He said it was $5 billion. We're not even having $2-3 billion. Then you talking about you would put $1 billion in women. The women and you are talking about in Onga. Let me tell you, Prince. All these videos get good against the government. I'll tell you, all that thing they were doing, talking about sanction, all these things, you can nail the government through their own video, all the mess rule, get videos upon video, give it to international body. Nobody will do business with these people. They lie. But the war saw the old man. Please, let me tell you, why nothing working for the people? You think the international community is stupid, or you think investors are stupid? Or 82 or 80+ years old man, inauguration, what the whole world watching, CNN, everybody, BBC, everybody carried that Sony. The men fit on the podium. They will come and put millions of dollars in the country where they know he's not in control. You're 82 years old. Let that bring people wake up. They must wake up from that slumber. That reality. That when I told you people a long time ago, going to 3 years, my work coming to reality. They have been blackballed, nothing working for the Unity Party.
My brother Jake, I want to play this one more time before we move on to our next topic. So again, for those of you who are just joining us, this happened at Redemption yesterday. In fact, it's today. Let's just say today. Where this lady took her daughter for medical treatment and they refused she and her daughter entry to the hospital on grounds that they could not pay the money. The first thing they said, no bail. But when you pay, you will get bail. The woman plead with them and say, I beg you, you just allow my daughter to be there. I will go and also I will come back. They refuse. So the woman and her daughter dropped dead in front of the hospital. And he ain't got time. So let's play this video.
So we are currently here at Redemption. This first body you are seeing with the green laptop is the old man who brought a girl in the orange black bed. And when they arrived, Redemption Pro requested for money. And they said no bed and no money, she will not be treated. The old man instantly fell. As we speak now, the two people are lying lifeless right before the main gates of Redemption. So we are currently here at Redemption. This first body you are seeing with the green laptop is the old man who brought a girl in the orange black bed. And when they arrived, Redemption Pro requested for money. And they said no bed and no money, she will not be treated. The old man instantly fell. As we speak now, the two people are lying lifeless right before the main gates of Redemption. So we are currently here at Redemption.
I said you are hearing and listening to what Joseph Newman Boakai said during his campaign. Let's play this.
Whatever we do,
what
we do is for you. And you can't just be sitting there and say anything that people do is all right. It's not all right. It's going to change. It's going to be for your children's future. It's going to be for good schools, good medical services. Every community will make sure they will have good medical services for our people.
Yeah, every community.
And you will begin to see it. You will begin to see it. And people who work in those places, they must make sure that they will work in the interest of people and they will be paid. We have said that we will come up with medical insurance where everybody go to the hospital, they will be treated.
This is it you are hearing. Joseph Newman Boakai said everybody who will go to the hospital will be treated. Here is it.
And the workers will get paid.
The workers will get paid. They will be treated. This is what we are seeing. You know, it's good that we continue to expose these things so that the world can know, so that Liberians can know, especially those of us abroad that may not have the time. That's why whenever we come here, we try to play you videos so you can see for yourself, so you can hear it. That we're not just as people say, we are compelling some of these people now to bring videos evidence when they are talking on their pages. Today, it is changing. Before they used to gather about 10, 15 points and they get to everybody go. Now we are compelling them because of what we do here. We are compelling them now to even play videos on their show. That's
a game changer. That's a game changer. The gullibility of the society. Now, I want to tell people if they don't play video, I want to make this on the Palava, the #1 political podcast in the whole world, inside Liberia, outside Liberia. I challenge anybody. I'm talking about radio station. I talking about podcast show. They can never dare to play because why? They're here to prepare propaganda. That lies they get me lie to you people that want to never play video. They only read for notes. Here would have played video to compare George Weah and them because he became president in the country before. That's the difference. Now why we nearly then, now why every month praise get over 1.1 million views. And the reality. Leave it all that gullible thing there. They will never lie to the people anymore because everybody have the internet now. So is that days are over? Where they used to come, they cajole you people. We are here now. I tell them, if anybody don't play video to convince you, tell them, say don't play video. Compare, okay, you say Georgia did this, Georgia do this. Then compare. That's it. That's a comparison we're making. That's leading up to 2029. That's why we're defeating them in every form. That's why they don't ever. 3 years now. That's early on the picture. Early on the picture. Because now we're comparing the Unity Party, George, we are 6 years when you make that ugly decision and the cheating of the election compared to them now going to 3 years. That's the narrative here. Nothing else. Nothing else. We're not lying here. We're not lying here. That's why they can't stay on. You only see haters and writing on the last few years. Then they go to closing argument and all the podcasts, and you see even that own something. Their own something reloaded. They don't play video. That one nobody. That one reloaded. Look at Spoon Talk also. There are more 12 on the platform. It's not juicy anymore. How can you have 12 people talking on the platform? Because that platform, that particular podcast is dead. Let me tell you, that particular Spoon Talk is dead. 12 people. It's a chaos. Like reality. That reality. Like why they can't stand the debate. Like why the debate is getting over. We're nailing in every phone. That reality, you like it or not, you only insult your business. But Pray already said we get this skin. That's the debate we're leading into 2029.
You know, my brother, I want us to go to this next issue that has to do with the
Tomofala in Lofa.
not the Tomofala. We'll come to the Tomofala. This issue of Josiah Joker.
But I see Tomofala story.
One of the things that the Unity Party ran on, it's the Tomofala thing. You're right. One of the things the Unity Party said to the Liberian people was that government official must never have anything to do with party.
Yes.
They should not associate with no party, never be seen at any party function, never even wear anything that has to do with politics on them or any party paraphernalia. They lied on the government that people were having political party meeting in their ministries and agencies. And the lie was so thick and strong to the extent that very few people believe it and say yes. And some people, the decision that they took to vote for Joseph Newman Boakai was because of some of these lies.
Yes.
People in government, you're not supposed to associate with any party, you're supposed to disassociate, you're supposed to blah, 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 and all the other rest of it. As we speak today, Amos Stewart, who is at LPRC, is still the Secretary General of the Unity Party and carrying on Unity Party function right in the open. The people who say the civil servant rule were being disrespected because there were people who worked in government who support at the time the we-led administration, and some of them were seen as some of these political rallies and activity, they say that were crime. Madam Emma Glasgow, who was at, how you call the place, NAFA, the National Fishery and Aquaculture place there. They beat on Emma Glasgow because they said Emma Glasgow wore, how you call CDC paraphernalia on Saturday, and she was there. She's not supposed to be there. Fellow Liberians, today, Josiah Joker, the CSA boss, the people who brought in what we call an ambushman. And you can see one of the reasons why these guys were able to boot the ambushman out. Councillor Kanga, the man who is supposed to ensure that government officials obey the civil servant standing law or whatever it is. They carry him to court, they pushing around until they kick him. He's not even functioning again. Only because these people wanted to break the law. They pretended that they were coming to do something very great. They were coming to change the dynamics, and they appointed an ambushman. Now, where is the ambushman? Yesterday, fellow Liberians, what did we see? We saw the CSA director who sacked people from MCC because, according to him, they were on Facebook and they were writing, they were being critical of the government. We saw this Josiah Joker at a political party rally dancing with government materials on him. I want to read what Amara Kone said, and then I will allow you to have your take, my brother Jay.
Mhm.
This is what Amara Kone wrote. I have taken note of the Director General of the Civil Service Agency's rebuttal regarding concerns raised about his participation in a recent political rally. Respectfully, I remain unconvinced by his justification. Nimbo is a political masterstroke pulled off by my brother and the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Thomas Fala. This is not about Nimbo. This issue before us is not personal. It's a matter of adherence to the law and ethical standards governing public officials in the Republic of Liberia. Part 5, Section 1.1 of the National Code of Conduct for Public Officials, a third right, clearly imposes restriction on all presidential appointees, not just some, regarding partisan political activities. The law expressly prohibits presidential appointees from engaging in political activities or holding leadership positions in political parties, contesting or canvassing for elective offices, serving as campaign team for political parties or independent candidates, and utilizing government resources, including vehicle, fuel, facilities, or other state assets in support of political activities. These provisions mentioned in DG Joker's December 12, 2024 post were put in place after he signed his performance contract and the code of conduct with President Boakai. On behalf of the CSA to preserve the neutrality, integrity, and professionalism of public service by wearing a t-shirt of a movement supporting re-election of President Boakai 2029, he broke the law and violated his commitment to the president. As public official, we must hold ourselves to the same standards we once demanded of others. Many of us supported change because we believe Liberia deserves stronger institutions, accountability, and equal application of the law. That commitment must remain consistent regardless of who occupied public office. Constructive criticism should never be viewed as hostility. Democracy requires vigilance, honesty, and the courage to speak when standards appear to be compromised. Accordingly, I intend to request that the Liberian Senate invite the Director General to address this concern and provide clarity regarding his actions and the extent of compliance with the Code of Conduct for all public officials. For Liberia to be better, the law must remain supreme over personalities and over personalities, remain supreme over personalities and politics. Okay, the way it ends. My brother, this is the write-up of Amara Kone. Amara Kone, we all know, campaigned vigorously for this particular government. Went back and forth, to and fro. They did all kinds of things to bring this government back. And some of the things that they used was people who were working in government were participating in political activities. Today, my brother Jake, we are seeing a gross disrespect by the president himself for the rule of law. Are you surprised at the behavior of Josiah Joker, Mo Ali them, Amos Tuwe them, and all these other Unity Party people who are in the government and actively participating in their political party? Something they condemned yesterday, which Amara Kone spoke about in this write-up. Let's hear from you. What do you make of Josiah Joker? According to Josiah Joker, he said the thing where he did in Amba, that good thing. My brother, let's hear from you on this.
He would justify he will justify it because why they're in a position right now. But if Liberian people can follow this guy's track record, there were many, all of them were on social media, doing everything possible to come to power. And now they're in power. So nothing important to them anymore. They threw everything through the window. American read. He quoted law. If he's serious, he in the Senate, he can convince his friend. They can summon him. They can subpoena him whatsoever. They can summon him to this. They can call him. They question him. If anything, nothing will happen. Nothing can happen. Please, let me be honest here. The Boakai will never do nothing from the same trial. Let me say something. Let me tell my followers here. I'm a puzzle player. I'm not looking at what just Josiah Joker did. No, this is beyond. I'm a big puzzle player. When I tell I'm a puzzle player, I'm one of the finest puzzle players. I don't connect dots. Let me say this. And I about the Nemo, and I about 30 father won't get grapes on Lofa County whatsoever. But Liberian people, I will break the, I will just talk 5 minutes before Prince, I will break the big picture. I saw it. Prince, I'm not a fan of Jeremiah Kuhn. Everybody know I support the former president. But I will say this, beyond that Nemo what you're looking at, Liberians and followers, this time, I never, since our history, you know, when we were small growing up, you hear about Samuel Doe, the travel, all this propaganda, these guys spread, Georgia, Southeast, many people, many Benin counties, and take people in the government. But Liberians, we are at the crossroads. Something terrible will happen. You must keep my video there. What I saw in Lofa County, very, very scary. Not about Tomofala. The whole country has been hijacked through tribal means. It's serious. They will hunt the country tomorrow. We are at the crossroad. I want to always tell followers here, the 2029 election either make Liberia or break Liberia. Y'all will come to my video there one day. Let me send this message to Jeremiah Kuhn. Let me relay the picture first. Let me say something first before I come to Jeremiah Kuhn, the vice president. Liberians, the followers, a training thing happening in the West African region. There was a massive protest against the Senegalese president, Faye. Faye versus Frank Sanko. Let me just break something down because I followed that politics long time ago. They were friends. They were friends. Let me just brief it down. They were friends. Sanko was in prison. Sanko sacrificed for Faye to become president. Like they had like brother. They grew up together. They worked together a long time. You see what greediness can do? Now what greed can do, what power can do, Liberian people? That's a scenario playing in Senegal today. But one Faye made mistake to have, when he forgot to know Sanko was the people's choice. But Sanko was in prison. Macky Sall silenced them, the former president of Senegal. Macky Sall. Sanko was in prison. Then he became president. When he became president, he appointed his brother, like the prime minister. They have that policy and that agenda. Every Senegalese, they voted for these people, they love him. But because of powers and greed, now the president wanted to backtrack. He fired Sanko as the prime minister. Now I will speak. One of the biggest protests against the Senegal, against Faye, they brought to power. And today what happened? Sanko is a speaker of the parliament in Senegal. He has extra power that he got extra power now than that prime minister position. So by the next election, if Faye take time, Sanko will be the next president of Senegal. Let me relate this to Liberians. I'm not a fan of Jeremiah Kun. Everybody know, but anybody coming on this video, they might watch it. I will say this to Jeremiah Kun. Mr. Jeremiah Kun, Vice President. They call me Jake. If anybody in your circle, and they can lay the video to your inner circle, your staff, and then they lay it. My brother, but for your security. I will break it down. You are Vice President. Don't trust no one. But for your security, if you never bring your tribe men, bring your loyal tribe men around you, and buffer your security as Vice President of the Republic. Like we are moving on a dangerous path, Prince. If you see what happened in Lofa County, they will not relinquish power so easy. It's not about Thomas Fala. They get 50 Lofia in the government. Let me tell you this, seriously. Lofa is a no-go zone. Personally, I will speak. No matter what CDC do, no matter what opposition do, no matter the Jefferson coaching, no matter all these guys from Lofa County that in Bella in the CDC, Lofa 2020 now be no-go zone. When you saw what happened with Niman, the Interior Affairs Minister today that got rewarded, he nearly killed Tifa because of Lofa County. Now in marching, all of them come together. So Lofa is no-go zone. Please, I've never seen a tribal politics ever in the history of our country that this before. Never. They lie on some your door. When they let Bronson sell it, about Boakai is trouble, I believe it now. May so I know he rolling in that grave. The Unity Party, the Liberty Party needs to wake up. Bronson message come to reality. He crying in that grave, may so rest in peace. Nobody they need to put that foot together. Please, the clock is ticking. It's time. Jeremiah Kun, Nima Kante. Please, if the way the people starting their trouble things now, Nima must be no-go zone. Every country must be no-go zone. Basso must be Basso. Nima should be Nima. Let me tell you something. I will say it to the platform. I don't care what CDC can say. I don't care what CDC will say. Our next vice president will come from Nima County. Listen to me, Liberia will break it down for you people. Lofa and Nima never see eye to eye during the Liberian Civil War. The Lofa Defense Force and Prince Johnson and never see eye to eye. Like what today, if you put your forces together, I am a puzzle player. Like what they got rid of Prince Johnson today. And Jeremiah Kuna smart. I seen it today. My face here, they call me the bomb, the puzzle player, the whistle blower. Jeremiah Kun. Your MDR, you are lying little bit with the CDC. CDC make you who you are today. I would say this. If Jeremiah were not even in the race at all, at least I was a little bit support the vice president. But let me tell you, Mr. Vice President, if you never hear it before, take it to the bank. Take it to the bank. Buffer your security. In every form, bring your anybody, whosoever, your crewmen around you. Don't let nobody infiltrate you. Because first of all, you'll be denied finance. Government can't stand you. The whole place, when I'm breaking my things, then you're not jogo. I'm a puzzle player. I'm a terrible puzzle player. Let me tell you, you gotta buffer his security. And Tifa and his group, that Nemo, all that thing they're doing, they want more grace on power. A big thing you're seeing here. If you can imagine the whole Lofina in the government, they grace that occasion. Half of their grace, they grace that the whole country went to Lofa. The whole Lofina went down there. For what reason? A Tifa story? No, it's bigger than a Tifa story. Where the funds coming from? You get to think that Tifa money? No, it's not his money. It's not his money. I'm a console player. A bigger than what you're thinking. Me, I don't think all of the bad. I'm not thinking about that Josiah Jokan wearing t-shirt. No. All of them descend in that Lofa County. To send us six, to send us sinner. The money in our hand, in Kafwan hand. Jeremiah couldn't get access to no money. But for your security, In the 2029, Jeremiah Kun will not be on Boakai ticket. According to the Constitution, Boakai get refugee in Jeremiah Kun. Nobody you need to step up now. We preach it every day. That trouble thing this guy brought. Prince Johnson was that one today they eliminated Prince Johnson. Because because Prince Johnson will not stand for this thing. Jeremiah Kun wake up from your slumber. I'm just telling you, but for your security, don't just go to places. Any flag you take, be careful the flag you take. Any flag. Let me tell you, any mistake you made, the speaker who can come from the backside and become president. He's a third man in command. Jeremiah Kun, you know who won the capital bidding. You know who won the capital bidding? They won that capital bidding because of your interest. You know who won the capital bidding? You're part of the system. It's time for you to wake up. If you do anything that happens, go bid the Liberian people. Go bid the Liberian people for Prince Johnson's death. What happened? What happened? Go consult your whole Liberian. It's time now, Prince. The whole thing, a tribal thing now. I have never seen it before. Bronski video come to pass. It come to reality. The videos are there. When he marked on a podium, he said, this Boakai is a tribal man. Prince, I seen it on steroid. And I believe it. I thought that was a joke. Over 50 Lofa in the government, all in top position. They control the whole country. They imagine. I see why they get the NEC boss. Part of them. Prince, we are doomed. If they, I'll say it again. I will say it before you come. 2028 election in America depends on 2029 in Liberia. I will say it. If the Republican hold power in America, Georgia is the next president. If they don't hold power, I can guarantee nothing on the CDC. I know my reasoning are saying this. Two things will happen. If the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu will still become Prime Minister and the Republican hold power, are daily unity party, they can never cheat the election. They know what I'm talking? But if the Democrat win, they will get away. Because through the Democrat, no matter how you want, you will say, nobody will silence me. Nobody. I said 2028 election depends on Georgia re-election. If the Republican win, Georgia will become president. I know my reason. I know the connection he has with the Republican Party. That's the only thing. But beside that, 2028 depends on 2029. Prince, you can go ahead. It's scary.
You've just opened my mind to something very deep.
Okay.
But I did not understand it at the time when I talk about it. It is now that you've breaking it down and I'm getting to understand it. I did that write-up, I think about a week ago, and I want to bring that write-up back. To admit, when I did that, I didn't, I wasn't really thinking in depth like the way you've explained it, cut it down, and make it very simple.
You can elaborate. Let the followers hear it too.
I really hope that I can, let me see, service of victim, that I can find this particular.
No, but if you find it too, you explain it to the followers.
Sure, I will. Once I get it, I will. Okay, fine. Okay, here is it. Right here. Thank God that I find it right here. Let me share it with our people. Let me share it with our people here. I'm sorry. Let me see here. Okay. Wow, my brother, what you said is very deep.
I'm a puzzle player.
It's very deep. I am getting to understand something, to realize something. Here is let me enlarge this so that okay. Here is it. I want you to read this. I did this on the 20th of May. May 20th. If you look here, you will see it. On May 20th was when I did this post. And I want to read it because what you said is too deep. And I want us to, we'll go into it. This is what I wrote. I said, 2029 war inside Unity Party may turn tragic under the Palava halt. The struggle for the vice presidency and the presidency in 2029 within the Unity Party is more complicated, dangerous, and may erupt into something tragic. Vice President Jeremiah Kun is already seeing himself as the president to succeed Mr. Joseph N. Boakai. He has promised Senator Prince Moi of Boakai County the vice president ticket. Finance Minister Honorable Augustine Gapuan is eyeing the presidency and is in talks with Senate Pro Tempore, Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence, to go as his vice. The Unity Party of Mr. Boakai believes that VP Kun is an outsider who benefited because of the late Prince Johnson. Mr. Boakai is watching like he is not aware of the fight, but has an interest in 2029. Stay tuned for more news. The 2029 fight has started inside Unity Party. Everybody wants to be president. Nobody wants to wait. VP Kun, Gafuan, Yombly, Boakai, the war is on. This is the post that I did, my brother. From what I'm now understanding, this is bigger than we think. Joseph Newman Boakai is a dangerous man which will use our platform. It doesn't mean that we support the ideology of Jeremiah Kun. But I want to say this, and I want to join you. Jeremiah Kun needs to be very careful. Very careful. Jeremiah Kun needs to be. If Jeremiah Kun don't take care, these guys will get rid of him, whether it be a politically, whatever way.
Yes.
They are saying that Jeremiah Kun and Joseph Newman Boakai is exposing Jeremiah Kun to threat, thinking that he is giving him responsibility. That's what is happening. When Joseph Newman Boakai said, "Oh yeah, Jeremiah Kun, you know what? The yellow machine, Bene, you take charge of it." It's not with truth intention. That intention is to expose Jeremiah Kun so that he can be fought from within vigorously, so that they can fight him, to expose him to more enemies, to reduce his popularity, reduce his power, and make him look unpopular within the regime. And what Joseph Newman Boakai is doing? He is not doing it because he wants to designate responsibility to him, or he wants to give responsibility to him. He is doing it because he wants to attack, or he wants for the Unity Party to attack Jeremiah Kun. That's why he's doing these things for. That's why he's doing it for. You can see that Joseph Newman Boakai, what is he doing? He is bringing his people in government. All of the sensitive area, he's putting his family member, Lofians, there. But at the end of the day, everywhere that Jeremiah Kun try to put his people, there will be noise there some kind of way. Look, for example, the Ministry of Labor. In a Cooper crowd there.
Anything. Listen, ma.
Noise going on in this area. Just watch.
Yes.
And what Cooper Kura is doing, Cooper Kura is also bringing the Liberians on board at the Ministry of what you call
Labor.
At the Ministry of Labor. He's bringing his also Liberians there too, because in Jeremiah Kun's mind, he must build his own people around him. But the Unity Party guys that are there at that Ministry of Labor, they are complaining. They are fighting Cooper Kura. So you see, look, the government is becoming terrible. Jeremiah Kun is bringing in his people and telling his people to empower Liberians. My people, if care is not taken, when this thing explode or it implode, whatever implode, it will affect all of us because we are seeing it now. Jeremiah Kun is bringing his people around him. He's bringing the people around him. Yombly Kanga Lawrence too is building her own. That's why you saw they deny George Solo of that particular opportunity, because the Liberty Party feel that I was slot. The Lord said that I was slot. Will not give it to nobody. So they denied George Solo. Even with all of the money that he paid, they denied him. Till today, he is no more. Joseph Numa Boakai is exposing Jeremiah Kun to danger. When I mean to danger, look at the attack on Jeremiah Kun from within the Unity Party. They take Jeremiah Kun to be an outsider. Like you said, look, anybody that has a link with the CDC, these people will never trust you. They will only use you to do some fire damage, but they can never trust you. Listen to what Francis Akila Nimale said about
Tomafala.
Tomofala.
Yeah.
That was not just the view of Francis Akila Nimale. That was the view of the Unity Party.
The president, no, the president said.
Yeah, that was their view. So they look at these people from on the peripheries. They look at them on the surface. Hey, man, we can trust them. CDC people. In the minds of these guys, they believe that people like Tomofala has been planted within the Unity Party. You see, something happened to our man, how you call himself, Sir Joseph. If you observe, are you seeing Sir Joseph with them?
But I told you on the platform now. Yeah, I told you.
Somebody gave Sir Joseph an intel. And that's the reason why Sir Joseph now is stick between higher and lower place. That's what happening now to Sir Joseph. He stick between higher and lower places. Because they made Sir Joseph to say things that were unorthodox.
Yes.
We're going to Kenya, president. We are do this. He said people to do this, to do that, and all the other things. Sir Joseph now realized that these people don't have his true intention, don't have the true intent to support him. They only want to use him to see if he can be able to destroy the CDC, and we Sir Joseph cannot destroy. So now that they are seeing that Sir Joseph does not really have that popularity, they are seeing that Sir Joseph is not a well-grounded citizen to be able to shake the party. They have shifted course from him. So right now, they left Sir Joseph now in limbo. Because they have seen that Sir Joseph ain't got any weight. He can't move the party. He can't even convince anybody from the Unity, from the CDC to do anything funny. So they have shifted to Thomas Falla because they believe that Thomas Falla is a grassrooter of the CDC. That he has a base within the CDC. So let them support him, let them use him. Which of course they are getting it wrong. But they also believe that these people, in their mind, they are not very certain. The people then are CDC people then. We know the CDC people then history. At the end of the day, the people then sometimes they can come back to their own party. So Joseph Numa Boakai is proceeding with caution. He only want to use these guys and at the end of the day dump them like he did with Amara Kone. You see, Amara Kone is the usual Ellen ball. You know, that Ellen picking down there. Man, Ellen brought them in and what have you and stuff like that. At the end of the day, when Joseph Numa Boakai used them to accomplish what they wanted to accomplish, look at what happened to our man Amara Kone. To the extent that he said people kick him around Joseph Numa Boakai. He can't even go around Joseph Numa Boakai. He can't even have a minute with Joseph Numa Boakai. All of those they believe have some kind of lineage with somebody who is not really a Joseph Numa Boakai fanatics. They have kicked them out. They kicked them out. They have kicked them out. So Jeremiah Kun, look, Liberians, we are saying to you, you need to be very careful. If these guys, the guys use Jeremiah Kun to do what he did to Prince Johnson. I remember Prince Johnson cried. He said, I went to that man for that man to help me. Jeremiah Kun look at me, kick me in the face, and tell me, say, you give me $5,000. I'm gonna go cry my
Yes.
So look, this is the Unity Party. They will use you to accomplish their dirty gains. When they finish with you, you become a garbage to them. They just push you away. And that's what happening today with the likes of Sir Joseph. The feeling with Sir Joseph, Sir Joseph is of no relevance. They have seen that Sir Joseph can break the CDC. He can't even withstand even an auxiliary group. He ain't got no weight behind him. We saw Sir Joseph say he doing party launching. How many persons you saw there? How many persons you saw? Was that play looking like a play where people are supposed to be? So they have weights that just like they remember a leg way. They're parking one side. They jump onto Mofala. People need to be very careful. Liberians, you need to be careful with Joseph Numa Boakai. If Joseph Numa Boakai can do this to his own uncle, I can say his father, Kekura Koto. Jeremiah Kun is just 1 inch away. And that's why Jeremiah Kun need to be very careful. I agree with you that Jeremiah Kun need to back up his security. Because Joe Numa Boakai is using people like Gafwan to fight Jeremiah Kun. He is using other people in the government to fight Jeremiah Kun. Because their plan is to ensure that Jeremiah Kun is unpopular. Liberians, be careful. Jeremiah Kun, be careful.
Let me emphasize, let me break so they die again to the followers. Prince, let's say this, if Jeremiah, the president decide to run, Liberia, you are listening carefully, the body you are listening, Jeremiah Kun follower. I say, you say my clip to Jeremiah Kun. No, a reality. Prince, 2029, the president will be how many years old? You'll be 86. Listen, Liberians, you'll be 85 to 86.
Go ahead, my brother. Let me attend to Sonny.
No matter if they win the election, Liberians, no matter whatsoever, he carried Jeremiah Kun out of 86 years old man, and the master that said whatsoever to win the election. Liberia be real here. Who will be the next president in the kingdom of the earth? It will be the same Jeremiah Kun. You listen to what I'm saying here? I'm a puzzle player. If you take 2029, the president will be 86 years old. Now you're compared to it, you know him now. How enfeeble little bit. Disregard our medical things they're doing to him. Then he 86, 2029. In case they take the election by any kind of means, and Jeremiah could become vice president on the ticket. Who will be the next president in the kingdom of the earth? And Jeremiah could for another 6 years. He will be the vice president. The vice president replaces the president according to our constitution in case of death. A reality. He became president of the country. Then he had a whole mountain authority. Everybody would dance to his drum. He can dismiss anybody. He can form new. Then the vice president become president. He bring his own vice president. He will select his own vice president. That had the constitution, the 1986 constitution goes. Then he had the mantle. Then he commander-in-chief of the armed forces. All power invested in him. What he will do, he will run sweep all of them. The Kafwane, all of them will be sacked. He will bring his loyalists. He will not bring government inclusion. He will bring those that will protect him for power, that how the king run. It happened to Donald Trump 2.0. When he first presidency, when he became president, he was novice a lot of time of businessman. They did a lot of ugly things to him, but now he got one of the biggest cabinet, most loyalists. Anything the GOP doing now, nobody can hear it. He's the guy. He's a shot caller. He's a baller. A reality. That why I put as an apostle player. Jeremiah Kun, Liberian, this a tribal team. You might not even relent. The United Party not pay way for tribalism. The president also own your go to let Bronskin, Chad Water Bronskin video addressing the United Party in an anchor move. The video surfacing the social media. Your family will come back to me. You say, yeah, Jake, you're apostle player. He talk, I sees tribal thing on steroid, unbelieving. Everybody descended in Lofa County. Have the whole government, over 50 Lofian in the United Party. in tactile strategy, tactile places. How? How this happen? Because the president is a tribal man. A reality. You think they know? They imagine. They are all side up on Lima County where Prince Johnson brought on bull. Why? Because he wanted Lima County. Who say he loved Prince Johnson? When the president told you people Liberians, now no, when he told you people I'm dancing with the devil to come to power, they were not extra devil Liberian. The devil he was talking to that was Prince Johnson. The devil you were talking to was Prince Johnson. They did not get extra devil. The president, that president was talking to. That narrative you were running with a different narrative. There was no other devil the president saw. The president believed Prince Johnson was a devil. I would dance with the devil to come to power. He knew Prince Johnson before the Liberian Civil War. So he danced with that devil. He came to power. That's how Jeremiah Kun. Prince Johnson brought Jeremiah Kun. If you can see video, Prince Johnson said, "Oh, Liberian will be in, Jeremiah Kun, you'll be in control. Nima will be in control." Let me tell you something, Liberians. I'm here. That days are over. I'm here now. We don't preach propaganda yet. We relive video. We put pieces together. Let me tell you today, Jeremiah Kun, buffer your security.
And you know, my brother Jake, so just come in quickly before you go ahead. If we can have those clips that Prince Johnson said to Jeremiah Kun, "These men are old men," that you will be doing the work of this man.
Okay.
You will be doing almost everything, implementing the plan of this particular man. You think the Unity Party people ears were closed? No, you think their ears were closed when Prince Johnson made those statements? That, oh, Jeremiah Kun, they men are already old men, that you don't want to come take over, that you don't want to be doing the work. You think the Unity Party people ears were closed at the time? They only pretended like they weren't hearing Prince Johnson because they wanted that particular pile of the cake.
They wanted
You
Nima
think
County.
when responsibility is given to, how you call him, Jeremiah Kun, the Unity Party people happy? Because they're seeing it as a fulfillment of Prince Johnson prophecy or what he said, however they will call it. So when Jeremiah Kun is giving this particular, why do you think Jeremiah Kun is filling in almost all of the things that was given to him to implement? He has not been able to achieve one. Let's look at this yellow machine thing. You know the controversy around this whole yellow machine stuff? The controversy? According to him, he said, we're going to reduce the price. We will even be paying more. And we will be paying more than that. It will
But
affect us seriously.
besides
He has
that,
not been able to achieve anything.
after Jeremiah Kun war, after the yellow machine, who they put there? And that Brahma Samuka.
The Brani Samuka, sure.
Listen, Liberian people, after he war, after everything, who's the yellow machine here? Samuka. From where? Lofa County. Let me tell you something. There's not a rocket science. There's not a rocket science. Just put your pieces together, Liberians. We are here today. We are here now. Not those days where Henry Costa used to be reading from notes. A lot of times, now on social media, we dare them to come again. We dare them to come with that gibberish and lies and propaganda. They will say, but who this God? Who that other God? Who the other God? I've been doing my thing long time. I'm a whistleblower for George Weah and for my government. That the only thing I was doing in the corner, nobody used to see my face. When I want to go to Monrovia, I will find my way, something where I'll meet the president. I gave you some info. This time, I come in Liberia, I dare any sedition. No, nobody born and said, nobody can stop me. I'm not passing through nobody. I'm going to the Jamaican resort. I'm getting a page dossier. To the secret dossier. Only here one will see it. Secret dossier to the president. I said, this is my own idea. This is how you move in the Western world. With no water in cooking. We'll see if the United Party will go the country. 82 years old man will come from that country. Why you'll be 86, 29 in feeble. Why I know they will eliminate Jeremiah Kun smart. He might not buffer his security. Let me tell you again, let me break something to Jeremiah Kun. Don't just ride any plane in our country. Take it from me. I'm called Jake. Do not ride any kind of stupid plane in that country. And most of your traveling, Mr. Kun, if your followers on this live, if from Nima County, if they're not jealous of anything, they must get some video to you. If I'm making sense, live your life. Live your life. Listen to me. This, listen, pray. You think that you talking about only Kakura Koto? They may have beef with Harry Moruba, the vice president on Samuel Doe, because he thought he could be the vice president at that time. The great Harry Moruba, Liberians, I can still remember the videos are there. Let me tell you something. Preach with our crossroad. In the valley, the United Party was C 2.0. Ellen was a joke. Let me tell you something. You know, the deporting in our country, where the using the police director, all these people to eliminate people. You think I just for nothing? The people on a mission. On a mission. And that mission will be crumbled. My idea will crumble on that mission. I know what. Listen to me. They get power. They get no connection in the Western world. So they will not to dare them to cheat the election again. The whole Liberia will sink. Everybody will lose. At the time they will know, will fight that because when I've seen now, Prince, they can eliminate anybody. The vice president, anybody. It's time for you to be trouble. We need, let me tell you now, the CDC need to engage Coca now. Just not wasting time. It's an MDR. MDR get linked with CDC. Prince Johnson West a crew woman. May so rest in peace. The way the people start the trouble war, the trouble politics now, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Basso too need to do that thing. Joya link to Basso. We need to make political connection now. Stop. Let me tell you something. I will say yeah. That city sister having all day, what did they having youth meeting? Yeah, no. It's time to put strategy together now. Now every day when the United Party call, you won't be having press conference to condemn them. No. That's what a year for no. They're condemning it, they're not changing the country. Now you are saying, waiting here. Yeah. You will remember me, you will say, yeah, they can't flag the thing here until we blunder. It's CDC. You're not put on your armor, your fighting armor to challenge these people in the Western world to do the same thing they did to you people. Your own. You will say, yeah, just said a long time ago, but we never listen because you were on a podcast. And that's the reality. They get one connection. Me, I know 2028, when everything go good in plain, I get my dossier that was sent to the president. Jeremiah Kun, once again, the balance I follow the platform. I'm going to give it to Jeremiah Kun. But for your security, seriously, so lawyers nobody must beside you. No different people. Listen to me. Nima, if you want to be trouble country, big trouble country, because the president started. Because your godfather never used to send the Lofien. They had a beef long time. You're feeling forgetting the Lofa defense for Francois Massacre there and Prince Johnson there. When I told you people, when Boakai said this with the devil, you're thinking any devil, what Prince Johnson was talking about. That's why Prince Johnson brought that vote to him. How can Nima, in real life, Prince, how can Nima go in Joseph Boakai way? With all the development job that they in Nimakade, can anybody vote for Joseph Boakai? Actually, no. Because Prince Joseph was Kajo. He was the devil the president was talking about. There's no extra devil. I challenge anybody. That was the devil. He was just saying in that kind of form, but there was no other devil. Prince Joseph was the devil. And what happened? They get rid of the devil. So Nibalian, they can call your trouble or that trouble. They tell one gongo, everybody, you need to come a bit, you need to be more trouble. Joseph Boakai have putting on a trouble garment, that reality. You don't want to believe me? You go to the late Bronskin video. Then nobody can see the video. Then nobody can see that video. When the late Bronson said the video come, one thing we get here, like, oh, we have that video. One day we'll tell police to play that video. That will get scary. I see when everybody descending Lofa, I thought that was a joke. Not Nemo, and I about Tomo Fala. No, they were sending message across. Jeremiah Kun, be careful. The classic news. But for your security at your house, how you moving now? Don't let anybody in your circle like that. People don't just go to places to eat. Let me tell you now. Let me tell you now. You get a little bit linked with the CDC. No matter now, maybe your political affiliation is different now because you're looking for power too. Yes, everybody will be anxious for power. But CDC now need to engage Samuel Coker. If we want that team to that team by the day in the market, they were not happy. We need Samuel Coker on our side. Samuel Coker can get he can be direct to the Senate. He can limit himself to the Senate. Yet Tom Falani, you go into the tribal side, huh? Let me ask you, Sir Joseph was in Lofa?
No, he wasn't there. You see, Sir Joseph.
The Sir lying.
I said the thing is, when the people know that they've used you and you are not up to the standard where they can get something good from you, they kick you on the side and be gone with you. You are of no use. This is what is happening to Sir Joseph.
But please don't get it twisted. Liberia, all that group you saw, all that crowd you saw in Lofa, that's so unity party. No independent. Let me tell you, man, get it twisted. We all acting the day in Lofa. We all acting the day in Lofa with all the jumping money they get. That's so unity party. They all shall followers that are working to the very ministry to follow them. Let me tell you, they boss in people. So you're gonna get twisted. That numbers, that unity party numbers, that unity party numbers. Imagine CDC opening headquarter groundbreaking. That number double it. That number was massive. You go to video and compare. CDC grand opening of that new party headquarters. The whole Monrovia was outside. They didn't get numbers, but the only thing they are clandestine the way they do that way of cheating. The United Party noted for cheating now. Ellen Johnson said it, they bring beyond cheating. Look at that playbook. You look at that playbook. They don't develop the cheat. They crush anybody. That's a playbook. But CDC play it fair. But this time, no fair game. No fair game. Let me tell you, you play it fair, you're on your own.
You know, my brother Jake, there is this thing here that we need to continue to throw light on. While it is true that these were some of the people who said that you give me 20%, I will give you 0%. But also, it's important that we talk about their issue. There was this video which we play on here of this nurse who attended a meeting that was called by hierarchy of the health sector. And in that particular meeting, they told the nurses that were there to prepare themselves because they are seeing some symptom of Ebola in the country. You would think that the meeting's supposed to be, let us prepare ourselves so that we can go out there and inform the public so that they can get ready. But they call secret meeting just amongst themselves. Let's keep this information among ourselves. We ain't got time for the public. Let's just keep the information among ourselves. So that at the end of the day, this thing can spread, start to kill people, and we make more money. And there was this lady who in that meeting, holding strong to her belief and to the oath that she took to ensure that the public is safe, came out to disclose the information to one or two persons about the presence of Ebola. She was arrested by the government, handcuffed, taken to police station, and she slept there for 2 days. When she was asked to do a letter of apology, she said, no, I'm not going to apologize. As a nurse, it is my responsibility to work in the interest of the people. I am supposed to ensure that the people have the requisite information. From the information that we have gathered, she was asked to write a letter of apology or else they will sack her or they will take her to court. And she told them at the police station, she told Gregory Coleman, say, look, what I did, I am convicted from my heart that what I did was the right thing. Take me to court. I don't care if I will be sacked, but I will not do any letter of apology for this that I have done. That's what I took oath for, to be able to disclose to the public anything that is detrimental so that they can take the necessary precaution. The 2 days that she was there, she was threatened. She was tortured psychologically. Confess, do a letter, confess. Go back to the public, tell them, say, you made me mistake. Tell them, say, I will lie, you lie. She said, I'm not telling nobody I lie. A lawyer came and signed for her. The next day, these people, speaking figuratively in terms of the day, these people appear before the senator or before the Liberian people representative. The same thing the woman said, and I will play the video here, was the same thing they said about the situation in Liberia. And let me play this here so that people can hear it for themselves.
We have screened and monitoring 16 travelers from the region, the affected region, which included 9 Ugandans, 3 Liberians, 1 from DRC,
coming to
Canada.
Why you get going down?
Why you get
going there?
Please start the video, man. Please start the video. Please start the video.
I know, I know.
Let me tell you to the followers, the lawmakers are disrespectful. Seriously. Or things that bother in the whole region. They didn't want to talk it all on it. They want for the woman to talk. What is someone this woman for? And they see Unity Party experience Ebola through Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Look at the kind of demeaning thing they're talking, what they can do here in what country. Your poor country, you interact with other countries, how you will get delay, how you will get things. How people trade. What kind of gathering the legislature?
You know, the thing I've seen here, Jake, just what this woman feel affects. It was the same thing the nurse put out. But then they punish her. They took her to prison. They torture her. But here is it. An authority from the health ministry is now saying just this same old thing that the nurse said. And the woman talk about 16 persons.
Yes.
9 Ugandans, 3 Liberians. And these people were hiding these things from the public. If this nurse was never going to come out with this recording, my brother, who knows how many persons that those 9 Liberians, or sorry, those 3 Liberians have interacted with? They went to their homes. They interacted with people in their community. They went to the market.
Yes.
So when you look at the contact tracing of this thing, probably they've come in contact directly or indirectly or more than 25 persons right now as we speak.
Well, Prince, Ebola is deadly from COVID. You don't know? Ebola is deadly virus. It's a deadly virus. Let me tell the followers here. Let's see, if you get parents with that overseas, start calling your parents then they buy sanitizer, then they start doing social distancing. You don't depend on the government. First of all, if the woman have good lawyer, take the Boakai government to court. Take them to court. Sue them to WHO. Now my money you will make. Now my money, I remember Liberians. Eugene Falcon was sacked by the citizen government Because you were talking about AstraZeneca vaccine. You were putting it on the raw. And I thought it was a touching topic. I think the president sacking or the suspending, something like that. The United Parties are joker. Ebola or on that wing on Ellen Johnson said it. This is not a strange virus to us. Ebola not a new thing. Liberian people know the awareness of Ebola. It killed a lot of people on Ellen Johnson said it. So this kind of thing outbreaking other African countries are bound to come to us. Because people travel a lot. Then the legislature making fun out of the virus, out of these things that when the people got to come in our country, this and that. You travel a lot. Your Boya die country, where nothing in. What play your children here today in the Western world? How you're so hypocrite. We the highest, you're not honor man people. You're kind of demeaning in yourself. What the people can do in our country? And the same thing you're get. I see stupidness today. The girl need to the December. With December, that division, the highest people that can send money in the country, the inches of the Liberian economy, your quote certain name and give it to all December. What a disgrace to that nation. Now, the country falling flat on that face in that country. I want nothing working. Other people traveling. Because you don't travel your legislature, you don't travel, you must sit in your legislature, then make you take the taxpayer money. I want nothing coming in your district. I want nothing coming in your district. You think how the world work these days? Your parliament member and you don't travel. Well, we got all the guys in traveling from every different. They see Uganda people you're talking about. The beginning are here in what they are all here in America, Washington DC, they in Europe, they in Arab world. They're convincing people to go to that country, to carry investment into that country. Then your only thing you're knowing the Liberia, we will make love, we do day. No, the world changed. Listen, group of Liberian legislature. Listen. You're gonna get staff on them all also. You're demeaning other people. We even get a woman to talk. Pray a sad man, staff our country.
And in depth.
The woman need to take them to court. The woman need to sue these people.
This is how you get to know that these people do not care about the Liberian people.
Yes.
And now, the health ministry should be summoned and serious action be taken to ensure that the proper mechanism is put into place. But the people that ain't got time.
But she not even appear to the legislature. She's gonna be the head. She's gonna be the head to ask her. Is this in Liberia? Is she lied the cycle?
So the lady who they arrested, intimidated, and they end up sacking.
She must sue them.
People have confirmed the case. In fact, they are even explaining, the whole government, like you said, these people are a bunch of liars, and you can't depend on them. They are a bunch of liars. You can't depend on them. Because you depend on them so money, there will be another different thing altogether. Because these people, they feel so confident and emboldened in their lies. They think that lie is their number one profession that they can do and get away with. Nobody will ask them questions. They can commit any crime and get away with it. Nobody will ask them questions. Josiah Joker West said similar thing. What happened? Nothing came of it. They left her. Nobody thinking about sacking her. Nobody thinking about calling her. Police thinking about going to her. Similar thing happened, my brother, and we will end on this. And fellow Liberian, those of you who want to place, I don't know, maybe we can take one or so call.
We're not talking about that same Johnson guy that making rounds on the internet.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I want us to
2 minutes.
Let's hear from you. You talk about this Sam Johnson.
Let me.
Fellow Liberians, the number is there. You can give us a call and have your.
Let me say something.
Talk about. Yeah,
I like the step the citizens are taking now. Now they're ready for the battle. Anywhere they see smoke, they go in there. Anywhere. That's the new thing called the president called that thing fire for fire. When he came with that ugly statement, the whole internet on him, the whole internet, Liberia, sedition, the higher Mofaro. Nobody, you wanna let nobody go scot-free anymore. They must bring tangible, they must not even mention this man name, they may not president. They might not mention you must go out there. Sam Johnson, you make ugly statement, you must retract your statement. I told you something before. I say, Even the footballer get hatred for the man. I told you here before on this platform. That's about inborn DNA hatred for this particular George Weah. Sam Johnson, I know you are captain for Lone Star. You don't know record. You are captain. You don't know what the former president do for the Liberian national team. Let me break small down for you. Let me just break small. Maybe follower will send it to you. Maybe your new school becoming captain now. That man take Liberia to 2 African Cup of Nations, South Africa and Mali. Check the statistic. And beside that, he said he do nothing for the national team whatsoever in cheering his son. First of all, that his son, that a beloved son. If you get son at your business, you get daughter at your business. Let me bust your bubble. Go ask your Gene Diba, go ask all of them in the country. You heard about deodora. Lunsa used to wear deodora jersey. You think a commercial work for you? Your dummy Liberian people, they hate you, you will die for you. After Ben Johnson, when they caught Ben Johnson for doping from Canada, he was the first black to wear deodora when you were running. Ben Johnson, that wanted me to run the window. When they caught him for doping, who the next person that signed that contract? George Weah. He do no serving the in. You let Liberia in his contract. That's why you used to see the Lone Star wearing deodora of it. Go to video. Why when you use Johnson, you know about Lone Star, you know about George Weah with the national team? When it was stranded in Zaire, concerning African Cup of Nations, who paid that ticket? Who put it on flat? You dummy. You enjoy what I made? You can just, I don't spill out, you pay your, you come. You can just come on the platform, you know, you can rehearse it. No. I like what Sedition did. Deodora. You were part of Deodora, wearing Deodora t-shirt, boots, everything in Liberian Lone Star because of him. You were not in his country, you were not in his commercial. Nothing, you were not part of it at that time. When you're limited, you are captive for national team. Why you take your country to 2 African Cup of Nations, 1 African Cup of Nations? He took his country to 2 African Cup of Nations. We nearly go World Cup. You know what? We never go to World Cup. Let me break it down because of politics. Because Tachida was sanctioned, said Black and all these guys, they never wanted for judgment, for the sanction to be lifted on Liberia because as a president, you will go and take your country World Cup. Let me tell you, the girl something called behind the scene. All the match officials they brought in Liberia at that time. You don't know nothing about the national team. That's why I tell people, you don't even know this man called George Weah. You just hear about him. They make us celebrate his son. That it bother you. His son was not born in Liberia, was born in New York. He played for national. He played down there until he came to Europe. He later grew up in Europe. He played for small team in Europe. He played for Paris. He played with a like of Neymar. Let me tell you today, in the national team call him, that is second World Cup after Kaká. There is a second World Cup. What kind of jealousy is embedded in you for this guy? So the man left the football scene long time. How many years now Liberian St. John pour a flare off for national for football? Now why you cannot beside him? Why you cannot qualify your team? What they are doing the blame game? Why you are doing the blame game?
Good evening, guys.
He left the football scene long time. But why Liberia cannot qualify for African Cup of Nations? Why even your club team? Your club team. Who run up the STD? The elephant new headquarters. Who built it? Oh no, who was it? Elephant headquarters was built. You say you do nothing for Liberian football. If you don't get nothing to do, you concentrate on yourself. St. Johnson.
Hello, folks.
Concentrate on
Let us know the.
They say you get academy in the country. Concentrate on your academy. You see, they come and garden. You sort of say, oh, let me work with the former president because he's a chairman on racism in FIFA now. Never budget this guy get. FIFA was $6 billion. The World Football Balling. worth $6 billion. If a best friend of Infantino, the FIFA president, they make a piece of job to do. He going to America, the worker will soon be starting. We are sold at this. Number budget on that man when a group of people, he get office in Casablanca, he get office in Geneva. Why you like this? Because you don't see all that things there because you don't let the brand. Number $100 million budget job we are saying that from FIFA. Half Liberia recognize good at that. You know who is friend? Infantino. Person. The FIFA president, the whole federation that was $6 billion. What kind of disrespect is that? But I like how CDC people go on. I like how they go on that guy. They might not relate. Anywhere they really will go after them because the jealousy so much. How much Unity Party giving you? Bakason was singing music. Why Paul Labro on the global music land? Bakason was singing music. Why made Labro global on music? Why you like that?
Lance, have you heard?
You don't tell Bakason to sing music to Paul Labro music on the global map. They open the biggest studio in Liberia. If I don't get money now, can the thing you might be talking?
My brother
Then Jacqueline will come from Liberia, from Ghana, and they come open. You will get the biggest studio, dance hall, everything. Yeah, really, you just talk about this man. You don't know nothing about this man.
To talk about this issue of Ben Johnson, I think it's unfortunate that people like Ben Johnson,
Sam
Johnson, who's supposed to know their history, who's supposed to understand what is happening, are far from history. Very far from history. They don't know what is obtaining. They don't know the value that His Excellency President Dr. George Weah have brought to soccer, not only for Liberia, not only for West Africa, not only for Africa, but in the world. They don't understand. Sam Johnson is talking about President Weah failing the country in terms of soccer. Does he understand the kind of effort that President Weah made? Today, the work that is happening in the soccer world in Liberia, it is the foundation that President Weah laid. Look at the number of stadiums that we have in Liberia now, currently. The number of stadiums we have in the various counties. It was under President Weah administration that particular project was given birth to. People like Sam Johnson then, they lack basic understanding. And sometimes we need to take our time to educate these people. So if you want to talk, start talking about Joseph Newman Boakai, who is an agriculturalist.
Thank you.
But cannot even feed his own home. The man is an agriculturalist, but could not even feed his own home. Oh, you talking about Joseph Newman Boakai? But anyone do politics? No, can't let's talk politics. For some reason, something we're not even talking here, but maybe at the appropriate time, the other platform will talk. You want to talk politics, right? Joseph Newman Boakai children are all in one way or the other. Look at his daughter, Rhoda. She says she in fashion business. When last have you seen Liberian fabric taking the international stage? And Joseph Newman Boakai daughter, Rhoda, she says she fashion person. And his son, you can see big car, the man bluffing in the other area there. When last he brought any serious musician to Liberia to help in the musical industry? Why some of these people didn't get brain so? Some of these children, they allow politics to take over them.
Yeah,
that's why their career can't go anywhere. They play before you go low. They won't need your dada. That's why their career can't go nowhere.
But when he playing, said no, they may not play again.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you see they continue to struggle. That's why they are not making any good mark. Their names are
and
not
the man play in the West. So he play in the West. He had the opportunity to play in the West also. Why he put a career that small teammate he talking about? That small teammate? Not gonna commercial deals teammate signing for new balance and things then? What the guy can read? You can make it. What they been making as a this is about small. This is about second World Cup Liberians. That 80 World Cup after 4 years. The second World Cup, this in America, the first in Qatar. Number millions of dollars about billion. He got more years to play. He left Paris. He went to Celtics. Then he went to Juventus. Number money he raking. I talk about beside the football. He got a lot of endorsement deal. He wanted a serious fashion icon on the American football team. A fashion driven is it. Different commercial he wearing. He got a soccer team in New York. He got small team in New York. He bought for himself. You have to put yourself together, man. You start worrying about this man and his family. This is a chosen. I told you people, he's a chosen one. He's a chosen one.
People like Sam Johnson, these are unfortunate species that have found themselves among us who are supposed to use their presence in the Liberian community to be able to speak things very meaningfully that will represent their country and themselves. But unfortunately, they will spill out garbage. Look at people like Sam Johnson, the nonsense that he's saying. So you serve as captain, right? Former captain of the team. The time you were serving as captain, you score 88 goals to carry the Lone Star well. While you alone, since you are passionate, why you who serve as a captain on the football team, why you could not use your single initiative, your single skill to ensure that we take World Cup? But you know, my brother, time I've caught up with us. We'll talk about this another time. But again, fellow Liberian, we want to use this time to say a very big thank you. But before that, let's play this commercial. Let's play this.
I have a dream. Barack Obama said, change, yes, we can. And I, George, we have said, power to the people. Yes, we must. Fellow citizens,
get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention. Now set from July 29 to August the 2nd in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme, Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders, diaspora stakeholders, and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for strategic policy dialogue, CDC USA leadership elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Cole, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tier Wanto, Mrs. Willamida Sadie Tarp, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kaba, Councillor Garmonde Clinton, Civicus Basigia, and many more. And don't miss
Liberians, there we have it. But my brother Jake, I want to say thank you so much for your time. Thank you for everything. Hopefully we will be here tomorrow. My people, I want to say thank you for the comments, the sharing and the likes. Let's continue. We want to say thank you. The information is going far, wide, and across. Let's continue to hold our government accountable. Let's continue to expose ills in society. And at the end of the day, the Liberia that all of us wish and want will get it. On this note, I want to say bye from our end. And thank you.
Bye-bye. We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.